Hello students, this is part 2 of the short answer questions. Part 1 is already there in the channel. So few of my students are saying that according to the weightage 7th chapter you'll get 2 short answers, but in some years you got one 4 mark, one 2 mark and 4 marks from other chapters also. So you should learn all the chapters. I have given one bonus chapter also. So let us see the next questions from which chapters you'll get. For example, if you see mechanical properties of solids, this is for the 5th short answer question. You should read this one. Again, it is better to start with theory type of questions. Behavior of wire under gradually increasing loads. Though it is little bit lengthy, you can actually understand. You have one graph also, so it is better to start with this one. If you observe the previous model papers, these two questions, especially behavior of wire and next strain energy and strain energy per unit volume, these are frequently repeated short answers. And also you read stress, definition of stress and types of stress. So these are generally 3-star questions. And next two short answers are there, that is definition of Hooke's law, proportionality limit, permanent set, breaking stress, etc. So this one also you should read. Next, definition of strain and types of strain. So if you read these 5, definitely you'll get one in the final exam. Next comes all these things are, you have probability is very less. That means you should read more questions to attempt one. That's why I kept this one in the last section. Okay. For example, if you see the motion as straightened is 3rd chapter. So I have placed this one in the last section. Why? Because you know that many of them will feel that physics is a difficult subject because you have numerical problems, equation based problems. So that's why I kept this one at last. So if you observe, again start with the theory based question. Define average velocity, instantaneous velocity, when are they equal? Next, S equal to ut plus half at square. In some books it is x equal to v naught t plus half at square. Proving this one by graphical method is also important. Next, can the velocity direction is other than the direction of acceleration? Give one example. So this is again theory based. So you can complete these 3-star questions are 1, 2, 3. And next, parachutist, and many problems are there. So actually you have what problems based on bullet. Next, car travels first half, second half, third half, like that. Man jumps from one roof to the next roof of a building, and ball related problems are there. So probably I think 10 questions are there. So I recommend that you should start with theory based questions, then you go for these 2-star questions. Okay. Next comes motion in a plane. So this is also equations based 4 marks questions, and everyone know that parallelogram law of vectors, magnitude and direction, and parabola, these are very important questions, isn't it? But these are all theory based. So total if you observe, there are 10 questions, out of which you'll get only one. That's why I shifted this one to the last section. So again you have maximum height range derivations, unit vector, null vector, position vector, mod a plus b equal to mod a minus b. What is the angle between vectors a and b? So next, when angle is 45 degrees, show that the maximum height is equal to 1/4 of the range. Next, you should prove that h equal to gt square by 8 and tan theta equal to 4h by r. Maybe this one vice versa, like that. The question will be like this. And next, relative motion. Bird holds a fruit and the fruit falls from its beak. What is the motion observed by an observer on the ground and observed as seen by the bird? So this is the question. So this is 2-star question. Next problem they may ask, that is force they will give in the vector form, velocity they will give in the vector form. Initially starts from rest, that means initial velocity is 0. Time they have given 20 seconds. So they are asking what is the mass. So like this, if you observe, there are 6 questions which are 3 stars and 3 questions which are 2 stars. But the weightage after reading all these 10 questions, you'll get 1 in the final exam. So next bonus question, that means sometimes they asked questions from this chapter, that is 13th chapter, thermodynamics. So out of which again start with what theory type of question, then only you have the interest to start, isn't it? So isothermal, adiabatic processes, differences, any 4 you should write, but I recommend you should write 5 points also. So even if 1 point is wrong, so out of 5, if 4 are correct, they'll give 4 marks for that. Next, what is the relation between specific heat, constant pressure, and specific heat at constant volume? Finally, you'll get Cp minus Cv equal to R. Next, first law of thermodynamics, that is dq equal to du plus dw, derivation part. So like this, 3 questions are 3-star questions. Next 2 questions, that is regarding heat engine, its working, and you have diagram for that, I think. And next, why Cp is greater than Cv. So these are 2-star questions. So totally you have 5 questions. This is a bonus one. If for 7 chapter you don't get 2 short answers, they'll ask 1 question from this chapter. Okay. So it is not necessary that you should read each and everything. If you read all these things, you are in a safer side. But how much talent you have, how much IQ you have, how much score you want to score in the final exam, depending on that one, you should practice all these questions. So like this, I gave each and every question that can be asked in the final exam. Okay.